He's laid out on the altar, one arm, one leg. I mean, this nigga's about to die, bro. He's on his deathbed right here. And you can see the last flame is still up. So that means there's like one more second left. He then wishes that he could restart his life. Right as the last statue just about to hit him with his sword, bro, this pops up in front of him. Jinwoo has miraculously survived the statue incident with no injuries at all and has now awakened at the hospital. Two secret CIA agent hunter heroes, whatever they're called, walks into the room to speak with Jinwoo. They explain to him how he has been unconscious for 3 days, and during this time his friends have built up trauma that they endured during the statue incident, and because of this they just want to retire and never hunt again. Now what makes the whole incident strange is that when the hunters went to go look for Jinwoo in the cave, they found Jinwoo but no statues. Because of this, one of the hunter agents believes that Jinwoo has went through a second awakening, which meant that he could have a stronger rank than what he had before. So they decide to test his power level and see if his suspicion is correct.
This is a monometer. Place your hand on the stone, please.
Well, sir, what rank does the monometer say I am now?
Apologies. It would appear that we were mistaken about you.
Huh?
It turns out this nigga is still weak as a motherfucker, bro. But he then sees the same screen that he saw before he had died. But this time it said that he had unread messages. His sister soon pops in and starts yapping about how much she missed Jinwoo and how she doesn't want him to work anymore. But this nigga is still figuring out how to open his messages. The messages compiled for a to-do list for the day, which is just a workout plan. But read this message right here. If he can't complete the challenge, then there's a penalty. And we see it right there in bright red, right? Yo. Well, this circles a timer. It's almost out and this nigga decides to fall asleep. So time runs out and now he is transported to this desert-like area where this giant ass centipede comes out of the ground. 3 hours he's got to survive from this dynamic centipede. I mean, this nigga's doing it to himself at this point. Jin's only strat is to run from it, which makes absolutely no sense. But I guess hunters have unlimited stamina because this nigga wins once again. Jin puts the pieces together finally and takes these daily tasks seriously, so he gets up every day and grinds to complete them. Every time he completes them, he gets a level attributes, which he can apply to any attribute as well as an inventory, and 3 rewards when his tasks are complete. Jin motherfucking Woo has changed his life into a video game, bro. Mind you, no one else has his power to level up, which makes Jin the only one, so he's solo leveling. I just broke my mic. Jinwoo's last prize for completing his daily task is a key to a dungeon. Jinwoo has been through some shit and it's only the 3rd episode, so it's only fair he's skeptical about using the key. But Jin has something to work for. He can't let the sickness take over his mom and watch from the sidelines like he always has. Now that he finally has some power, Jin has the opportunity to finally help his family. So with this being said, he grows a pair and goes straight into the dungeon. This dungeon's a little weird because nobody else can see this dungeon, only him, which means if something happens, he probably isn't going to get any help. Jinwoo shows he still has that Mr. Take That Risk in him, bro. And he starts walking down them steps, proud as hell, brave as hell. But then these goblins appear. We all know what happened last time he tried to fight a goblin, and now he has to fight 3 of them. But this ain't the same Jinwoo we know. This nigga leveled up, and we can see how he just bodies these goblins back to back to back. We finally get to see Jinwoo put in some work. When he finished clapping these goblins, pause, a dog with a metal jaw appears, breaks this nigga dagger, and has so much aura that bro just starts doing backflips over him. Then just starts punching bro bare hands. Like, he does not give a shit, bro. Even though Jinwoo has gotten stronger and put most of his attributes on strength, he can't seem to damage the dog. So bro whips out a sword from his inventory and slices the dog's face in half. Jinwoo is literally cheating the system, bro. He's pulling a sword out of his inventory. Bro, I could feel his aura through my screen. 2 more dogs show up and Jinwoo just annihilates one of the dogs. So when the other one saw what happened to his friend, he just decided to run away like a little bitch. So Jinwoo takes a breather and sees how he now leveled up to level 2 and puts some more attributes to his stats. He also learned he can loot the kill from the dungeons and get items he can sell just from his interface. So remember that dog that ran away? He came back for some vengeance, but he didn't come alone this time. Old Jinwoo would have died in this instance, but now he could take this opportunity to whoop some ass, get some experience, and level up his stats and become this badass hunter. While this is happening, his girl gets a call about a dungeon break, which means creatures from a dungeon are spilling out into the real world, which she has to take care of. Jinwoo killed all the dogs and sees he has a teleportation stone to get out of the dungeon he's in, but Jin don't give a shit anymore about running away. He now has power he has been dreaming of, so he takes this opportunity to explore the dungeon. Jinwoo is now level 15 and he can sense a different aura from beneath him. He can feel that whatever is down here is going to be a challenge to defeat.
It's fast! The sword! What color's the name? Come on, please be white, please be white, please be white! I leveled up 14 times, so surely you have to be...
This is now the third boss this nigga has to beat, and it's this big ass snake in a subway station with plus 100 armor, and it moves fast as hell. After trying to cut the snake with his bum ass swords, Jin sees they aren't doing shit, and he's getting his ass beat on ground, underwater, and even has a train thrown at him. So he thinks this is the end once again. Then we start getting the flashbacks, so we know this nigga's about to get a power boost. He gets up and says his little speech about getting stronger and never giving up, and we actually see his aura, like literally nigga hair is just levitating. Now he has a great idea to just start riding the snake. Pause, which is while he's riding the snake, he just squishes his hands together, and because he applied so many attributes to strength, he ends up piercing through the snake's armor and finally beats the big ass snake. This is the first boss fight because in the other ones he's just running away, so it was fun to watch. Jin gets a special reward for defeating the snake, which is the snake dagger, which looks fire to be honest, and it has venom in it which paralyzes enemies, causing their HP to go down 1 every second, and it adds plus 25 to his attack skill. So now we can see that Jinwoo is not that same nigga he was just a couple episodes ago. Jinwoo goes back to the real world but is confronted by military and is told about the gate that was open. This is the same one that Jin's girl was supposed to take care of. When Jin arrives, he sees this huge blue stone creature and other hunters trying to defeat it, including guess who? These hunters are having a hard time taking down the monster because it has a shield that they can't seem to bypass. Jinwoo, being the badass this nigga has become, pulls a sword out of his inventory and just throws that shit at the creature and gets rid of his shield in an instant, bro. The hunters take advantage of this and take down the creature with Jinwoo just watching from the sideline, and he just walks away. Bro, scenes like this just make you nut, bro. I'm not kidding. Check your pants. Check your pants. One of the hunters sees the sword and thinks to himself how someone really powerful threw that sword and starts trembling because of this nigga's aura. He asks an officer if they seen who threw the sword, but Jin has already disappeared and no one has saw him except one person.
Gina, was that you?